God says, "This night has been chosen for your miracle. Do not ignore this sign from heaven today." Listen carefully, because this moment is not ordinary, and your heart must stay awake to what I am about to reveal. This night has been marked in heaven long before you ever reached it, and the reason you are hearing these words right now is not an accident or a coincidence. I am speaking to you directly because something important is unfolding in your life, and if you turn away too quickly, you may miss the quiet beginning of the miracle I have prepared for you. If your heart believes that I am guiding you in this moment, write Amen in the comments as a sign of your faith. Do not rush past these words, because what I am revealing tonight carries a purpose that your spirit has been waiting to understand. I know the days behind you have not been easy, and I have watched every tear you tried to hide from the world. I saw the nights when you wondered whether your prayers were reaching heaven at all. Yet I tell you now that none of those prayers were lost, and none of your cries were ignored. Every word you whispered in faith has been gathered before me, and this night is connected to the answers that have been forming quietly beyond what your eyes could see. You may feel ordinary as you listen, but I know the deeper story of your life. I know the strength that has carried you through disappointment, and I know the quiet courage you showed when everything around you felt uncertain. That strength did not come from nowhere. I placed it within you because I knew there would be moments like this one when you would need to recognize my voice and understand that I am still guiding your path. There is a reason your heart paused when you heard these words about a miracle tonight. Your spirit recognizes something that your mind may still be trying to understand. When heaven chooses a moment, it is not chosen lightly. The timing of this night is connected to a chain of events that has been unfolding for longer than you realize. And what feels sudden to you has actually been prepared step by step. Before you continue listening, take a moment to support this video with a like so that more people who need hope tonight can find it. Small actions like this can quietly carry encouragement into places where someone else is struggling and waiting for a sign that they are not alone. I want you to understand something very clearly. A miracle does not always begin with thunder or bright lights in the sky. Often it begins with a quiet shift that only the heart can sense. Tonight is one of those moments. Something that once seemed locked in place is beginning to move, and the change may come in ways that surprise you. Many times you have asked me for a breakthrough without realizing that the path toward that breakthrough was already opening. When you felt delayed, I was arranging pieces of your life so that the blessing would arrive at the right time instead of the rushed time you once imagined. What you thought was waiting was actually preparation. What you thought was silence was actually careful work happening beyond your sight. Do not mistake the calm of this moment for emptiness. Heaven is not quiet because nothing is happening. Heaven is quiet because the work being done right now is precise and intentional. I have been placing people, opportunities, and unexpected turns along your path so that when this miracle begins to appear, you will recognize it not as luck, but as my hand guiding you forward. If you truly trust that I am preparing something greater than what you can see right now, write 777 inches the comments as a sign of your trust. Faith grows stronger when it is spoken out loud, and even a small declaration can open your heart to receive what is coming. You may wonder why this night matters so much. The answer is simple and powerful at the same time. Tonight is a turning point. The weight you have been carrying for so long is beginning to shift. The doors that seemed closed are starting to loosen their locks, and the fear that whispered lies into your thoughts is losing its grip. I did not bring you this far just to leave you in the middle of uncertainty. Every step you took through difficulty was shaping your heart for what lies ahead. You learned patience when things moved slowly. You learned humility when pride would have led you away from my guidance. You learned perseverance when giving up would have been easier. All of those lessons have prepared you for the moment when blessing begins to appear in your life again. The miracle connected to this night is not only about changing circumstances, it is about restoring hope inside you so that you remember who you are in my eyes. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not alone. There are times when people around you may not understand the quiet work I am doing in your life. They see the outside of your story, but not the deeper movement of grace unfolding within it. That is why moments like this one matter. They remind you that my presence is not measured by what others notice, but by the faith that grows inside your heart. As this night continues, stay attentive to the small signs that appear around you. A conversation, a sudden idea, a new opportunity, or even a simple feeling of peace may be the beginning of the miracle I promised. I often move through ordinary moments so that the blessing arrives in a way that feels natural instead of overwhelming. Long before you reached this moment, I knew the exact night when your spirit would need reassurance and direction. What feels sudden to you has been unfolding slowly in heaven, like the rising of the sun that begins long before the light touches the earth. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. You have walked through seasons when hope seemed fragile and uncertain. There were days when you kept moving forward, even though you felt tired inside. I saw every one of those days, and none of them were wasted in my sight. Each step you took through difficulty was shaping a strength within you that will soon become part of the miracle I am preparing. Many people believe miracles arrive suddenly without reason, but the truth is deeper than that. A miracle often begins in the quiet places of faith, where a person chooses to trust even when answers are not visible yet. That is exactly what has been happening in your life. Every time you chose patience instead of despair, every time you chose faith instead of fear, you were planting seeds that heaven has been nurturing. I want you to understand that this night carries meaning because something within you has reached a turning point. You have grown stronger than you realize, and the strength inside your heart has opened the door for the blessing that is approaching. What once felt impossible is slowly moving closer to reality. The miracle connected to this night is not random, because it is tied to the journey you have been walking with me all along. There were moments when you wondered if your prayers were too small or too weak to reach heaven. Sometimes you spoke quietly because you did not feel worthy of asking for more. Yet every one of those prayers was heard clearly, and every whisper of faith was treasured. Nothing spoken from a sincere heart is ever lost in my presence. Even when you felt forgotten by others, you were never forgotten by me. I watched as you continued to believe that something good could still happen, even when the evidence around you seemed to say otherwise. That quiet belief is powerful, and heaven responds to faith that refuses to disappear. If your heart believes that I am still guiding your life through every challenge, write 555 inches the comments. As a simple declaration of faith, small acts of faith strengthen the connection between your heart and the hope that heaven is releasing. You may have noticed that the struggles of the past season have slowly been teaching you to see life differently. Things that once frightened you do not hold the same power anymore. The worries that once filled your thoughts are beginning to lose their voice. This change is not happening by chance. It is happening because I have been reshaping your heart so you can receive the blessing that is coming without fear. The miracle connected to this night is not only about changing circumstances around you, it is also about restoring the confidence that you once lost along the way. I want you to stand firmly again, knowing that your life still holds purpose and promise. The road ahead of you is not empty. It is filled with opportunities that will slowly reveal themselves as you keep moving forward. Some of those opportunities may appear quietly at first. They may look like small chances or simple conversations. Yet do not underestimate the power of small beginnings. Many of the greatest blessings begin with something that seems ordinary in the beginning. When you remain attentive, you will begin to see how these moments connect together like pieces of a larger story. There are people who will cross your path in the coming days, who will help guide you closer to the blessing that is meant for you. Some will encourage you with words that arrive exactly when you need them. Others may offer opportunities that you did not expect. Pay attention to these moments, because they are part of the way I often answer the prayers of those who trust me. You may still carry memories of disappointment that make it hard to believe in sudden change. I understand the weight of those memories, but tonight I'm reminding you that the past does not have the authority to control your future. What happened before was part of the journey that shaped your strength, but it is not the final chapter of your story. The miracle that begins tonight is connected to renewal. It is the renewal of hope, the renewal of courage, and the renewal of direction in your life. You are stepping into a season where new possibilities will slowly replace the fears that once held you back. Each step forward will remind you that I have been guiding you all along. Take a moment to breathe and allow peace to settle inside your heart. You do not have to force anything or rush ahead. The blessing that is coming will unfold in its proper time. Your role is simply to remain open, attentive, and willing to follow the path that I place before you. If you trust that heaven is working in your life, even now, write 999 inches, the comments as a sign that your heart is ready to receive what is coming. Faith spoken with sincerity has a way of strengthening your spirit and reminding you that you are never walking alone. As this night continues, you may begin to notice a quiet sense of calm growing within you. That calm is not accidental. It is the reassurance of my presence surrounding you. I often place peace in the heart before a blessing arrives, so that the person receiving it can recognize that the change is coming from heaven and not from chance. Do not worry about the details of how everything will unfold. You are not responsible for controlling the entire path ahead. I am the one guiding the process, and my wisdom sees far beyond what human understanding can grasp. Trusting that guidance will make the journey lighter for your heart. Remember that miracles do not always appear in a single dramatic moment. Sometimes they grow slowly, like a seed that begins unseen beneath the soil. At first, nothing seems different, but beneath the surface, new life is already forming. That is the kind of miracle beginning to take shape in your life tonight. The strength you developed during difficult times is about to become a foundation for the blessings ahead. Because you endured challenges, you now have the wisdom to appreciate what is coming. Because you held on to hope, you are ready to recognize the miracle when it begins to reveal itself. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This night was chosen because your heart is prepared in a way it was not before. The lessons you learned, the patience you practiced, and the faith you carried through uncertainty have all prepared you for this moment. You are stepping into a new chapter where my presence will become clearer and my guidance easier to recognize. Stay attentive, because the beginning of your miracle may arrive in ways that seem gentle and simple. When you notice those small changes, welcome them with gratitude instead of doubt. Gratitude opens the door for greater blessings to enter your life. I know there were times when you felt that your efforts were unnoticed and your prayers were unanswered. Those moments tested your patience and your trust in ways that felt heavy. Yet even when your faith felt small, you continued to move forward. That perseverance has not gone unnoticed in heaven, and the reward for that quiet faith is beginning to approach you now. Your life has been shaped by many moments that seemed confusing when they first happened. Doors closed unexpectedly, plans changed suddenly. People came and went in ways that left you questioning what the future might hold. What you could not see at the time was that each of those moments was guiding you toward a place where a greater purpose could unfold. Sometimes the road toward a miracle includes turns that feel uncomfortable. Those turns are not punishments. They are adjustments that guide your life toward the direction where blessing can grow. If your path had remained exactly the same as before, the opportunity that is coming to you now might never have appeared. I want you to realize that this night is not about a single dramatic event appearing suddenly in your life. It is about the beginning of a shift that will gradually transform your circumstances. That shift may start quietly, but it will grow stronger as you continue to trust the direction I am placing before you. Many people spend their lives searching for signs from heaven while ignoring the small moments where those signs actually appear. Tonight I am asking you to keep your heart attentive. The miracle that begins now may first appear as a new idea, a fresh sense of courage, or a conversation that leads you toward a new opportunity. If you believe that heaven can guide even the smallest moments of your life, write 1212 in the comments as a declaration of your belief. Faith spoken openly strengthens the connection between your heart and the blessings that are forming around you. There is something important I want you to remember as this night continues. You were never meant to walk your journey with fear controlling your decisions. Fear has often tried to convince you that your future is uncertain or limited. But fear does not know the plans that I have prepared for you. Those plans were created with wisdom that reaches far beyond what fear can imagine. You have been learning to trust again, after seasons where trust felt difficult. That process has not been easy, but it has been necessary. When a person begins to trust again, their heart opens to receive opportunities that once felt impossible. That openness is part of what allows miracles to enter a life. The blessing connected to this night will also bring clarity. There were questions in your heart that once felt unanswered. Slowly, you will begin to see how different events in your life were connected in ways you did not understand before. Pieces of your story that once seemed separate will start to fit together like parts of a larger design. You may even look back and realize that some of the moments you once called failures were actually turning points, guiding you towards something better. The disappointments you experienced were not the end of your story. They were lessons that strengthened your character and prepared you for the opportunities ahead. Take a moment to allow gratitude to rise within your heart. Gratitude does not mean that every moment of your past was easy. It means recognizing that even difficult experiences helped shape the person you have become. That person is now ready to step into a new season of hope. There are blessings approaching your life that will remind you that your journey has meaning. Some will arrive through opportunities that help you grow. Others will come through relationships that bring encouragement and understanding. Each blessing will serve as a reminder that you are not forgotten and never were. If your heart is ready to receive the new direction that heaven is opening for you, write 1717 the comments as a sign that you welcome the guidance I am giving you. Speaking faith is a simple way of declaring that you are prepared for the changes that are coming. As you continue listening, I want you to release the pressure you may feel about controlling every outcome in your life. You are not meant to carry the burden of knowing every detail of the future. That responsibility belongs to me. Your role is simply to remain faithful and attentive as the path ahead becomes clearer step by step. There will be moments soon when you notice that your thoughts are becoming more hopeful than they used to be. Ideas that once seemed distant will begin to feel possible again. These changes in your thinking are part of the transformation that is taking place within you. The miracle that begins tonight is not only about external changes, it is also about the renewal of your inner strength. When your spirit becomes stronger, you start to see opportunities that once felt hidden. The courage growing within you will guide you toward decisions that lead to greater peace and fulfillment. Do not underestimate the importance of your faith during this process. Faith acts like a light that reveals the path ahead, one step at a time. Even when the full journey is not visible, that light is enough to guide you forward. Trusting that light allows the miracle to unfold naturally. There will be moments when you look back on this night and realize it was the beginning of something greater than you expected. You may remember the quiet reassurance you felt while listening to these words. That reassurance is my presence reminding you that your life is still unfolding according to a purpose that has not been lost. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The miracle connected to this night will grow as you continue walking forward with trust instead of fear. New opportunities will appear, and your heart will recognize them more easily because your faith has been strengthened. Remember this truth as you move forward through the coming days. You are not walking alone through uncertainty. My guidance surrounds you even when you cannot see it clearly. The path ahead may still hold surprises, but those surprises will carry the mark of heaven's care for your life. As this night continues to unfold, I want you to remain calm and attentive, because the quiet hours you are living through still carry the presence of heaven. Nothing about this moment is random. I see where you have been, and I see the direction your life is moving toward now. The miracle connected to this night is growing in ways that your eyes may not yet notice, but your heart can already begin to sense its approach. You have spent many seasons trying to understand why certain things happened the way they did. Some answers felt delayed, and some situations left questions behind. Yet even when clarity seemed distant, I never lost sight of the path that would eventually guide you toward restoration. The road you walked through difficulty was shaping the exact strength you would need for the blessing that is beginning to appear. Your patience during those uncertain times has more value than you realize. Every moment when you resisted giving up added another layer of resilience inside your spirit. That resilience will now become part of the miracle unfolding in your life. It will help you recognize opportunities when they appear and give you the courage to step forward with confidence. Many people believe that miracles belong only to extraordinary moments, but that belief is incomplete. Miracles often arrive through ordinary circumstances that suddenly begin to align in unexpected ways. A conversation might open a door. A new idea might guide you toward a path you never considered. A moment of courage might lead you towards something that changes your direction. This is why I am reminding you tonight to remain aware of the subtle movements around you. The miracle chosen for this night will not force its way into your life. It will invite you forward gently, asking you to notice the opportunities placed before you. When your heart stays attentive, you will begin to see how the pieces of your journey are connecting. If you feel within your spirit that something new is beginning to take shape in your life, write 2 inches the comments as a sign that you are ready to welcome the change heaven is preparing. Faith spoken openly strengthens the connection between your heart and the blessings that are forming. There were moments in the past when discouragement tried to convince you that your efforts would never lead anywhere meaningful. Those thoughts were not the truth. They were temporary shadows that appeared during seasons when the outcome of your journey had not yet revealed itself. Now you are moving closer to a time when those shadows will fade. You may soon notice that certain obstacles that once seemed permanent are beginning to loosen their hold. Situations that felt stuck may start to move forward again. These shifts may appear slowly at first, but each one will remind you that the direction of your life is changing in ways that favor growth and restoration. Remember that you are not being asked to rush ahead or force anything to happen. The miracle connected to this night is unfolding according to a timing that has already been prepared. When you trust that timing, your heart becomes lighter and your steps become more confident. The peace that begins to settle inside you is a sign that you are aligning with the path I am placing before you. Peace is often the first sign that a blessing is approaching. When your spirit becomes calm, it becomes easier to recognize the opportunities that heaven is sending your way. There will be moments in the coming days when you feel a sudden sense of clarity about decisions that once felt confusing. That clarity is not appearing by accident. It is the result of the guidance I have been quietly giving your heart. When those moments arrive, follow them with courage and trust. You may also notice that new encouragement begins to appear around you. Someone might speak words that strengthen your hope. An unexpected opportunity might appear that aligns perfectly with what your heart has been hoping for. These moments are part of the unfolding miracle that began tonight. If you believe that heaven is arranging events in your life, even when you cannot see the full picture, write 15 inches the comments as a declaration of your trust. Speaking your faith reminds your heart that you are not alone on this journey. I want you to understand that the blessing coming toward you is not meant to bring temporary excitement and then disappear. It is meant to build something lasting in your life. The changes ahead will strengthen your sense of purpose and remind you that your journey still holds great meaning. The struggles you once faced will begin to feel different when you look back on them from this new season. Instead of seeing only hardship, you will begin to see preparation. The experiences that once tested you will now appear as lessons that shaped the person you have become. That person is stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. Those qualities will help you recognize the miracle when it fully reveals itself. You will understand that it was never just about receiving a blessing. It was about becoming the person capable of carrying that blessing forward. There may be times when doubt tries to return and whisper that nothing is really changing. When those thoughts appear, remember this moment. Remember that heaven marked this night as the beginning of something meaningful in your life. Doubt cannot erase what has already been set in motion. Instead of listening to fear, continue listening to the quiet voice of hope that has been growing within you. That voice is guiding you toward the future that has been prepared for you. Each step forward will reveal more of the path until the miracle becomes undeniable. I am reminding you again tonight that you are not forgotten and never were. Your life matters, your faith matters, and your perseverance matters. The journey you have walked has meaning far beyond what you once imagined. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives: luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. As the hours continue and the night slowly moves forward, allow your heart to remain open. The miracle connected to this night is not fading away with time. It is continuing to grow quietly, like a seed beneath the soil preparing to rise toward the light. Soon you will begin to notice the signs more clearly. Doors that once remained closed will begin to open. Opportunities that once seemed distant will begin to appear within reach. And when those moments arrive, you will remember that this night was the beginning of the change. The sign from heaven that you are hearing now is not meant to frighten you or overwhelm you. It is meant to encourage you and strengthen your faith. It is a reminder that your journey is still guided by a purpose greater than any difficulty you have faced. It is meant to settle deeply within you and grow stronger with every step you take from this point forward. The miracle connected to this night is unfolding gradually, and your awareness of it will grow as your faith continues to rise. You have carried many thoughts in your heart about where your life was heading. Some of those thoughts were hopeful, while others were shaped by worry and uncertainty. I have watched those thoughts carefully, because the way a person thinks can shape the direction they choose to walk. Tonight I am reminding you that your future is not limited by the fears that once lived in your mind. The road ahead of you still holds beauty, opportunity, and restoration. Even if the past tried to convince you that your best days were already behind you, that belief was never the truth. The truth is that your story still has chapters waiting to unfold. The miracle connected to this night is part of those chapters, and it is guiding you toward a season where hope becomes stronger than doubt. There were days when you wondered if your efforts truly mattered. You continued trying, even when results were slow to appear. That quiet persistence has been noticed in heaven. Every step of patience you took was preparing the ground for the blessing that is beginning to grow now. I want you to remember something important as you continue through this night. You are not required to carry every burden by yourself. The struggles you faced in the past often made you feel as if you had to solve everything alone. But your life was never meant to be lived in isolation from my guidance. I have always been walking beside you, even during moments when you felt unseen. Many of the answers you have been waiting for will begin to reveal themselves in small and meaningful ways. Sometimes clarity arrives through a simple realization that suddenly makes sense of things that once felt confusing. Other times it arrives through the encouragement of someone who enters your life at just the right moment. These moments are not random events. They are pieces of the miracle that heaven has prepared for you. When you remain attentive to them, you will begin to see how they fit together like parts of a larger design. If your heart feels ready to step into the new direction that heaven is opening for you, write 1919 inches the comments as a declaration that you welcome what is coming. Faith, spoken with sincerity, strengthens the hope inside you and prepares your spirit to receive what is ahead. You may begin to notice that the heaviness you once carried is slowly lifting. That weight was never meant to remain on your shoulders forever. It was part of a season that helped you grow stronger, but it does not define the rest of your journey. The miracle connected to this night will bring renewal into areas of your life where discouragement once tried to settle. Hope will begin to replace the uncertainty that once filled your thoughts. Opportunities will appear where obstacles once stood, and the strength inside you will guide you to walk forward without fear. Sometimes a miracle does not appear as a sudden change in circumstances. Sometimes it appears as a change within the heart that allows a person to see their life differently. When your heart begins to see possibilities instead of limitations, the path ahead becomes brighter and clearer. This is one of the transformations beginning tonight. Your spirit is being reminded of the strength and purpose placed within you. The journey you are walking has meaning, and the direction ahead of you is not empty. There will soon be moments when you feel inspired to take steps that once seemed uncertain. Those moments of inspiration are signs of the guidance I am giving you. When they appear, follow them with courage. Even small steps taken with faith can lead you toward greater blessings than you expect. Take a moment now to let gratitude rise in your heart. Gratitude opens the door for joy to enter your life again. It reminds your spirit that even during difficult seasons, there were lessons and strengths being formed within you. If you believe that the miracle beginning tonight will continue to grow in the days ahead, write 10 inches the comments as a sign of your faith. Speaking your faith helps anchor your heart in the truth that heaven is working in your life. You may look back on this moment one day and realize how important it truly was. What feels like a simple reminder, tonight will become a turning point that guided your life toward greater peace and purpose. The signs from heaven that you are hearing now will help you recognize the direction that was always meant for you. Do not rush the process of what is unfolding. Growth often takes time, and blessings that arrive with patience tend to last longer and bring deeper fulfillment. Trust the pace at which your life is moving. The timing of heaven is never careless or rushed. You will begin to notice changes not only around you, but also within you. Confidence will slowly replace hesitation. Hope will become stronger than fear, and the voice of faith will become clearer than the voice of doubt. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down anytime. Click the link in the description and comments to know the secret before it's gone forever. These inner changes are part of the miracle just as much as the external blessings that will appear. When a heart grows stronger in faith, it becomes capable of carrying greater joy and purpose. Remember that you are not walking toward an uncertain future without guidance. I am leading you step by step, even when the path ahead is not fully visible. Trusting that guidance will make the journey lighter and more meaningful. The miracle chosen for this night is continuing to unfold, and its influence will reach far beyond these quiet hours. The hope you feel now will begin to shape the decisions you make tomorrow. The faith growing inside you will help you recognize the opportunities that appear along your path. Soon you will notice that your perspective has changed. Instead of seeing obstacles first, you will begin to see possibilities. Instead of expecting disappointment, you will begin to expect growth. That change in perspective is powerful, because it opens the door for blessings that once felt distant. When your heart is open to hope, the path ahead becomes clearer and more welcoming. You have walked through many days when hope felt distant. Those days shaped a deeper strength inside you, even when you did not realize it at the time. Each challenge taught you patience, and each delay strengthened your endurance. Those qualities are now becoming part of the blessing that is moving toward you. Sometimes a person cannot see the value of their journey until the next season begins to reveal itself. The road you traveled may have seemed confusing while you were walking through it. Now you are approaching a moment where the purpose behind those experiences will slowly become clearer. The miracle connected to this night will help you understand why certain paths had to unfold the way they did. I want you to remain attentive to the quiet encouragement that is forming in your heart right now. That encouragement is not simply emotion. It is the reassurance of my presence guiding you forward. When peace begins to grow inside you, it is often a sign that you are moving closer to the direction that heaven has prepared. You may notice that your thoughts are beginning to change. Instead of focusing only on what went wrong in the past, you may start thinking about what could still go right in the future. That shift in thinking is powerful because it allows hope to return where discouragement once lived. If your heart believes that this night truly carries a sign from heaven meant for your life, write 777 inches the comments as a declaration of your faith. Speaking your belief strengthens the courage within you and reminds your spirit that you are not walking alone. The miracle chosen for this night will not appear as something distant from your everyday life. It will begin through circumstances that gradually open new possibilities for you. Opportunities that once seemed unreachable will slowly move closer. Situations that once felt uncertain will begin to show direction. This transformation may unfold through people entering your life who offer encouragement or guidance at exactly the right moment. It may unfold through ideas that inspire you to take steps toward a better future. Each of these moments will become part of the path that leads you toward the blessing prepared for you. Remember that miracles often begin quietly because they grow through patience and faith. A seed does not appear above the ground immediately after it is planted. It first develops roots beneath the surface where no one can see it. Your miracle is growing in a similar way. What is beginning tonight will continue to develop until its presence becomes clear. There may still be moments when doubt tries to return. Doubt is a familiar voice that often appears whenever something new is about to begin. When those thoughts arise, remind yourself of the faith that brought you this far. Faith has carried you through every difficult season before, and it will continue to guide you forward now. You are not expected to understand every detail of what lies ahead. Your responsibility is simply to trust that the direction I am giving you will lead toward growth and restoration. When you take steps with trust instead of fear, the path ahead becomes brighter. You will soon begin to notice that certain situations around you are shifting. Conversations will lead to new understanding. Circumstances will start to align in ways that once seemed impossible. These changes will not be random. They will be part of the miracle that began during this night. If you trust that heaven is already working behind the scenes in your life, write 1212 in the comments as a sign that you welcome the blessing that is unfolding. A simple declaration of faith helps anchor your heart in hope. The strength you develop during difficult times will now become one of your greatest advantages. Because you endured challenges, you now have wisdom that will help you recognize the value of new opportunities. Because you learned patience, you will be able to appreciate the blessings that arrive with greater depth. You may also begin to feel a new sense of courage rising within you. That courage is not appearing by accident. It is part of the transformation that accompanies the miracle chosen for this night. Courage allows you to step forward when opportunities appear, even if the future is not completely visible. There will be moments ahead when you realize that the things which once held you back no longer have the same power. Fear will lose its influence over your decisions. Doubt will begin to fade as your faith becomes stronger. This inner transformation is just as important as the external blessings that will appear in your life. When your heart becomes stronger, you become capable of carrying the miracle without losing the humility and gratitude that brought you here. As the night continues, allow your thoughts to rest in peace rather than worry. Peace creates space for clarity, and clarity helps you recognize the direction that heaven is guiding you toward. The sign you received tonight was not meant to confuse you. It was meant to remind you that your journey is still guided by purpose. Even when you felt lost before, there was always a path forming ahead of you. What if a quick 7 second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance. A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Soon you will begin to see the results of the quiet preparation that has been taking place. Opportunities will appear that feel aligned with your deepest hopes. Doors will open that once seemed firmly closed. When those moments arrive, remember that the miracle did not suddenly appear without preparation. It began during a night when heaven spoke to your heart and reminded you that you were not forgotten. You are still walking within the plan that was designed for your life long before you understood it. The experiences you faced, the strength you developed, and the faith you carried all led you to this moment. The night has not finished its purpose yet, and the quiet hours still carry the weight of what heaven has begun. I am still speaking because what started tonight is meant to remain alive in your heart long after these moments pass. You may not fully understand everything that is changing around you, but something within your life has already shifted. The miracle connected to this night has begun its journey toward you, and each moment moving forward will slowly reveal more of its presence. There were times when you felt like the world was moving forward while you remained standing in the same place. You watched others experience breakthroughs while your own prayers seemed to linger in silence. That waiting tested your faith in ways that few people around you could truly understand. Yet the truth is that your waiting was never wasted, because it was preparing you for the moment when heaven would choose the right time to act. Patience often feels like delay, but in my plan it becomes preparation. The season you passed through was shaping your heart so that when the blessing arrived you would recognize its value. Without that preparation, the miracle might have come and passed without leaving the deeper transformation it was meant to create. You may begin to notice that certain thoughts inside your mind are changing tonight. The heaviness that once clouded your perspective is beginning to loosen its grip. Where fear once tried to speak loudly, hope is slowly finding its voice again. That quiet shift inside you is part of the miracle unfolding. If you feel that hope beginning to rise within your spirit, write 555 inches the comments as a declaration that you are ready to receive what heaven is preparing. Speaking faith reminds your heart that the journey ahead is not empty. I want you to understand something important as this night continues. Miracles do not always appear in the form people expect. Sometimes they arrive as a new direction that changes the course of a life. Sometimes they appear as courage that allows a person to take a step they were once too afraid to take. The miracle chosen for this night may begin through a decision that opens a door you never noticed before. It may begin through a moment of clarity that shows you a path you once overlooked. When these moments arrive, do not dismiss them as coincidence. They are signs guiding you toward the blessing that heaven has prepared. You have grown stronger than you realize. Every challenge you faced built resilience within your heart. That resilience will now help you recognize the opportunities that appear before you. There may be people who once doubted your ability to move forward or believed your story had already reached its limits. Those voices do not define your future. The direction ahead of you is not controlled by the opinions of others. It is shaped by the purpose that heaven placed within your life. As the miracle continues to unfold, you will begin to notice that new ideas come to your mind more clearly than before. Inspiration will appear when you least expect it. That inspiration is a form of guidance helping you move toward the opportunities that are meant for you. If you trust that heaven is guiding your steps, even when the path is not completely visible, write 999 inches the comments as a sign of your faith. Faith spoken sincerely helps strengthen the courage you need to keep moving forward. Remember that you are not expected to walk perfectly. Growth often includes moments of uncertainty where you must learn through experience. Even if you take a step that feels unsure, I remain present to guide you back toward the path that leads to peace. Your life still holds possibilities that have not yet been revealed. The miracle connected to this night is part of a larger story that continues to unfold day by day. Each new moment carries the potential for change when your heart remains open to guidance. You may also notice that certain relationships in your life begin to shift. Some people will become stronger sources of encouragement, while others may slowly move away as your journey changes direction. These shifts are not random. They help align your life with the environment needed for the blessing ahead. Do not be afraid of those changes. Sometimes growth requires releasing what once felt familiar, so that something better can enter your life. The miracle chosen for this night will guide you toward connections that strengthen your faith and support your purpose. As you continue through the coming days, you may find yourself looking at life differently than before. Where you once saw obstacles, you may begin to see possibilities. Where you once expected disappointment, you may begin to anticipate progress. This change in perspective is powerful because it allows hope to grow again. Hope opens the door for blessings to enter your life in ways that once seemed impossible. If your heart believes that a new chapter is beginning to unfold, write 15 inches the comments as a declaration that you welcome the future heaven is preparing. Speaking faith reminds your spirit that the journey ahead carries meaning. The miracle that began tonight will continue to develop as you walk forward with patience and trust. Small changes will lead to greater ones. Opportunities will begin to align with your efforts, and the strength within you will guide you to make decisions that bring greater peace. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will come a day when you look back at this night and realize it was a turning point. What once felt like an ordinary moment will be remembered as the beginning of a new direction. The signs from heaven you are hearing now are meant to remind you that your life has not been forgotten. Every prayer you whispered, every moment of faith you held on to, and every step you took through difficulty has been seen. You are not standing alone at the edge of uncertainty. I am still guiding your life with care and purpose. The miracle connected to this night is still growing, and the path ahead of you is being prepared with wisdom far beyond what you can see right now. The quietness of this night still carries meaning, and the purpose that heaven placed on these moments has not faded. I am still speaking to your heart because the miracle chosen for this night is continuing to grow in ways that you may not yet fully recognize. Some of the greatest changes in a person's life begin during quiet moments when the spirit becomes open to guidance. What began earlier in this night is not passing away with the hours. It is continuing to unfold, preparing your life for the next season that is waiting ahead of you. You may not see every detail of what is happening right now, but your life is moving towards something that will restore your hope. I know the struggles that shaped your past. I know the nights when you wondered whether things would ever change. Those moments tested your strength, but they also prepared you for the blessing that is approaching. Sometimes people believe their prayers have been forgotten because the answers did not arrive when they expected. Yet heaven does not measure time the way the world does. The answer to your prayer may have been forming long before you realized it. Tonight is connected to that preparation. What seemed like delay before was often protection and alignment happening quietly beyond your sight. If your heart feels that something meaningful has begun during this night, write 2 inches the comments as a declaration that you believe heaven is guiding your path. Speaking faith allows your spirit to remain connected to the hope that is unfolding around you. You have grown stronger through experiences that once seemed too difficult to bear. The lessons you learned during those seasons will now guide you toward decisions that lead to greater peace. When you look ahead, you may still see uncertainty, but within that uncertainty, there are opportunities waiting to appear. Many blessings arrive when a person begins to see possibilities where they once saw only obstacles. Your perspective is beginning to shift in that direction. The miracle connected to this night will help you recognize new paths that once seemed invisible. There will soon be moments when you feel a sudden clarity about choices that once confused you. That clarity is part of the guidance I am placing within your heart. When those moments arrive, trust them. They will lead you toward opportunities that align with the purpose placed within your life. You may also begin to notice that your courage is growing stronger. Situations that once made you hesitate may now feel like chances to move forward. Courage is often the companion of a miracle because it allows you to step into the blessings that heaven prepares. The miracle chosen for this night may appear through a door opening where you least expected it. It may come through a conversation that inspires a new direction. It may arrive through a moment when you realize that your life still holds more potential than you once believed. These changes may begin quietly, but they will grow stronger as time passes. What starts as a small step will gradually lead to larger transformations. Your role is not to force the miracle to happen. Your role is to remain attentive and willing to follow the guidance that appears before you. If you trust that heaven is shaping events in your life even now, write 17 inches, the comments as a sign that you welcome the blessing being prepared for you. Faith spoken sincerely strengthens the connection between your heart and the path ahead. Remember that you are not required to carry the entire future on your shoulders. The weight of every answer and every outcome does not belong to you alone. I am guiding the process in ways that extend far beyond what you can see right now. The peace that begins to settle inside you is a sign that your heart is aligning with the direction I am placing before you. Peace often appears before a breakthrough because it prepares your spirit to recognize the blessing when it arrives. There will be moments ahead when you begin to notice how certain events start to connect in ways that once seemed impossible. Situations that felt unrelated will suddenly reveal a deeper purpose. You will begin to understand that many things in your life were quietly leading you toward this turning point. Even the hardships you faced were shaping the person you have become today. They taught you patience, compassion, and resilience. Those qualities will help you carry the blessing that is coming without losing your humility and gratitude. Do not allow the memories of past disappointments to convince you that nothing can change. The past is a chapter that helped shape your strength, but it is not the final chapter of your story. The miracle connected to this night is opening the next part of that story. You may soon discover that opportunities appear when you least expect them. Doors that once seemed permanently closed may begin to open slowly. Those openings will remind you that your journey is still guided by a purpose greater than the obstacles you once faced. If your heart feels ready to walk into this new season with faith instead of fear, write 10 inches the comments as a declaration that you trust the direction heaven is guiding you toward. Faith spoken openly helps your spirit remain anchored in hope. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now, but this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. As the night continues, allow your mind to rest in the knowledge that you are not alone. I am still present with you, guiding every step, even when the path ahead is not fully visible. My guidance does not disappear when the night ends. It continues with you through every day that follows. Soon you will begin to notice signs that the miracle chosen for this night is becoming clearer. Small changes will appear in your circumstances. Encouragement will arrive through unexpected moments. Opportunities will begin to align with your efforts. When those moments arrive, remember that they did not appear suddenly without reason. They were part of the preparation that heaven began long before this night arrived. You are stepping into a season where hope will grow stronger than the fears that once tried to control your thoughts. Faith will become the voice guiding your decisions, and the path ahead will begin to reveal possibilities that once felt distant. You may feel a calm presence surrounding your heart right now. That calm is not empty silence. It is the reassurance that I am near you, and that your journey is still guided by purpose. When peace begins to replace anxiety, it often means that the direction of your life is beginning to align with the plan prepared for you. You have carried burdens that many people never fully understood. The quiet battles inside your mind, the questions you held within your heart, and the moments when you felt alone were all part of a season that shaped your strength. None of those struggles were meaningless. Each one was building the resilience you now carry. There were times when it felt like nothing around you was changing, even though you kept believing that something better could still come. That persistence was powerful. Even when hope felt small, you did not allow it to disappear completely. That quiet faith has brought you to this night where heaven is reminding you that your story is still moving forward. If your heart believes that this moment carries a purpose meant specifically for your life, write 1212 in the comments as a declaration that you trust what heaven is doing. Speaking faith helps strengthen the courage within your spirit. You may begin to notice that your thoughts are slowly shifting away from the weight of the past. The disappointments that once felt overwhelming are beginning to lose their power over your future. This change in perspective is part of the miracle that is growing within you. When a person begins to see their life through hope instead of fear, new paths start to appear. Possibilities that once seemed hidden begin to reveal themselves. This is why the miracle chosen for this night is not only about external changes, it is also about awakening a renewed vision inside your heart. There will be moments soon when you feel a strong sense that it is time to move forward in a certain direction. That sense of guidance will not come from pressure or fear. It will come from clarity and peace. When you experience that clarity, follow it with trust.